Welcome back. It's good to see you again. Oh, I see some new faces. Well now, don't be shy. Settle in. My name is Law, and I'm your host today. Becky Strange, our resident storyteller, is ready to tell another story of something strange and unusual. Together, we are the creators and curators of the 13th chapter, where art and stories, let's just say they are less than conventional. This is our second episode of the season, and oh boy, it will grab you by the legs and pull you right in. Did you ever go to bed late? Perhaps without your parents knowing? Or are you a parent yourself and you're struggling to send your children to bed? Well, that's the bell. That means our story is ready. Right, Kaiki?
Yes, I look forward to seeing you all very soon.
Well then, I'll see you on the other side.
I must warn you that the following story contains disturbing content. Viewers' discretion is advised. As far as folktales go, I never really believed in them. They were merely stories passed down through generations, meant to entertain and caution young minds. The tales of mythical creatures and supernatural beings seem nothing more than figments of imagination. My grandparents and parents would regale me with stories of the leg grabber, a creature they warned would snatch misbehaving children away if they didn't go to sleep on time. Go to sleep, they would say, or the leg grabber will take you away. At that age, I brushed it off as just another bedtime story. I mean, to coax me into settling down for the night. The leg grabber was nothing more than a fictional creation, a story to caution mischievous youngsters like myself. I found much comfort in telling myself this. But that night would change me forever. As I lay in my bed, wide awake, hearing the TV in the other room, playing a movie I desperately wanted to watch, a thought came to me. I should open the door and peep through. My parents won't know. As I left my bed and crept towards the door, I felt a subtle shift in the air. My room, once cozy and comforting, transformed before my eyes. Shadows taking on sinister shapes that danced along the walls. My heart quickened, a sense of unease creeping into my soul. I leapt back into my bed, pulling the covers over my head. Something was different, something was there, something undeniably real. My bed began to shake like an earthquake had struck, its long, elongated fingers curled around the edges of my bed, its presence filling my room with an overwhelming grudge and bitterness. Its icy breath pierced my skin like daggers. The leg grabber was real. Fueled by fear and belief of children, the creature existed only as a cautionary tale, had taken life. Its pale, gnarled limbs and fiery coal-like eyes emanated a dreadful feeling. It was no longer a whimsical creation, but a tangible embodiment of fear and horror. In a guttural whisper, the leg grabber taunted me, thriving on the fear that resided within my young heart. This was no longer a figment of my imagination. It was an entity driven by the power of belief. The leg grabber lunged for my ankles, lifting me out of my bed. I screamed in agony as the creature's grip tightened, threatening to pull me into the abyss that opened beneath my bed. My pleas for help echoed through the night, but my cries went unanswered.
You did not heed the warning, little one.
The leg grabber hissed.
Now face the consequences.
My parents were oblivious to the nightmare unfolding before me. Their absence made my terror feel even more isolating as the shadows danced their sinister dance, suffocating me. Consumed by fear, paralysed and unable to escape. It was as if the boundaries between the realm of dreams and reality had merged, leaving me trapped in a nightmarish limbo. The leg grabbers whispered, threats echoing in my ears. Why didn't I listen? I should have gone straight to sleep, but just as the leg grabber prepared to claim me as its own, a silver of light pierced the darkness. The door to my room creaked open, and my father stepped in, his face stern and concerned. He had heard me stirring and had come to scold me for playing instead of sleeping. In that instant, as the light flooded the room, the leg grabber vanished, retreating back into the shadows from whence it came. The grip on my heart loosened, and I felt a rush of relief wash over me. I looked up at my father, tears streaming down my face, and threw my arms around him. I hugged him tight, grateful for his presence and protection. Through choked sobs, I promised him that I would always go to bed on time, that I would never stray from the path of obedience. My father held me close, his embrace providing solace and reassurance. Then he whispered to my ears, "Go to sleep, or the leg grabber will take you away."
Welcome back. How was that for a story? Did you like it? I for sure definitely will be going to bed on time tonight. But before I do, let's look at the artworks. We've got our very own leg grabber right here. I quite like with the design that I was going for. It's kind of like he's coming out from below the bed, especially the colors. Like he's in the floor and he's just coming out of the depths that apparently are meant to be moist. That's a great word to use. On the screen right now, you can actually see Kaiki's artwork. Now, I did borrow some of it, but I'm sure she won't mind. Which one would you rather see at the end of your bed if you're staying up late at night? Let us know what you think of them in the comments below. Before we bid you farewell, if you enjoyed today's episode, then stay tuned by pressing the subscribe button. Hit the bell so you never miss an episode. Also, follow us on our socials on Instagram, Threads, and X. But don't follow your ex. You might get a restraining order. That's it for today. Thank you for joining us. Happy Halloween. And until next time, stay creepy.